So welcome to a special edition of Patty's Aquatics here on Christmas Eve, if you are watching it day of. So Merry Christmas to everybody that celebrates Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, or any other holiday you may celebrate if you do at this time of year. I'm currently trying to put up some Christmas lights down here in my fish room because a certain someone out there who may be watching this has requested it. So I'm going to work on that, but it's a big tangly mess, as you can see. So my idea today for a video is really something that I've been thinking about for a while, and I thought, what the heck, it is that time of year of giving, so why don't we do this video now? Now, I also got the idea from Graham over at Aquarium Adventures. He put a similar video out not too long ago where I really want to showcase some of the other fish tubers that I do watch and that I really like to share in hopes of maybe some of you other people out there, if you're not subscribed to these channels, maybe you'd hit that subscribe button for them too and get some interest from watching them. So that being said, why don't we get started with this video, if I can get untangled here. So stick around. Honey, I think I need some help. Like, no, I'm seriously stuck. Help, please. Well, now that I got unstuck from those lights, we can start this video. But really, to start it off, I want to say the whole purpose of this was, like, when I first got into this YouTube thing and I started this whole content creating, it really started as a joke. Now, I was always a huge fan of YouTube. I watched all the big guys, still do watch all the big guys, the big channels, and I find them amazing. But what I found was there's such a community of other like-minded, passionate hobbyists out there like myself from all over the world, everywhere from Australia to Canada to England, Europe, everywhere in the United States and more. You know, finding all these people out there that have the same interest, the same passion as you, I found just amazing. And it opened my eyes so much to this hobby more than it already was, just knowing that that was out there and there was such a community. So this video is kind of one way for me to give back. Now, there are so many people that I subscribe to and I watch. I know there's no way I'm going to get everybody on this video. So I cherry picked a few of them that I like and I watch a lot and I'm friendly with. And I'm going to stick with those, but there's definitely can be more down the road. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this into two categories. The first group of people I'm going to talk about are primarily creators that make just videos. That's their stick, is making videos. And then there'll be a second category later, which is people that make primarily just live streams. Now, they may make videos on top of it, but they're primarily known, I would think, in my opinion, for live streams. So we're going to break it down between the two of those. But to get started, let me start getting some lights up over there and we'll talk about the first one. All right, so the first channel we're going to talk about is Maul from Aquarium Delirium. Now, Maul was one of the first YouTubers I met during this whole mad cool journey on YouTube. Maul's from England, and he has one heck of a channel. He likes to educate and entertain at the same time. He can throw so many skits in the beginning of his videos, whether he's Indiana Maul, he's the Maul father, if he's from Despicable Me, he's Gru. And I really love his comedy sense that he puts into his videos. He makes them wildly entertaining, but yet educational at the same time. He likes to do breeding projects and reviews, and all of them are real fun to watch and entertaining in the same respect, like I mentioned. And I highly recommend you go check out Maul's channel because you will not be disappointed. Well, next up is Paul from Big Fish Lad. He's another UK fish tuber. And what can I say about Paul? Other than this guy throws probably some of the best fish store tours on YouTube today. That just goes to show really just how many awesome fish stores there really are in the UK. So if you're over there in the UK, I'm a little jelly. Anyway, his fish room as well, he used to keep a lot of the bigger cichlids. I think he's kind of downsized from them a little bit, but he's also got into plants now, which I think is wildly amazing. Not only plants in the tank, but plants outside the tank. So make sure you go over to Paul's channel at Big Fish Lad and hit that subscribe button. You will be amazed. And those fish room tours, like I said, they're going to get you thinking. So next up is Eric over at Fishman. Now, what Eric does are vlog type videos What he does is he goes around his fish room typically. He'll video what he's doing and what he's documenting and what he's working on, and he'll explain everything. Eric is a wealth of knowledge. He does a lot of cool DIY projects as well. And as in particular, he makes these little box filters out of acrylic. And I think they're really cool. If I was into filters, I definitely would want to try one of them. But yeah, definitely check out Eric over at Fishman. Very cool and entertaining channel. So next up is Gil over at Gil's Fish Room. Now, Gil is a comedian at heart. I swear he should have been in the entertainment business, but with his videos, what he does is he mixes education and comedy at the same time. I've never seen a YouTube channel like this before. It's highly entertaining. I'd laugh no matter what it is. There was just recently a fish feeder, automatic fish feeder that he was reviewing, but he still found ways to make me laugh my butt off during that entire video. And for that, you really need to go check out Gil's Fish Room if you're not subscribed, and give him a sub, and you're gonna laugh your butt off. So next up is Stefan over at Lush and Salty Aquariums. Now, when I want a channel I want to sit back and just relax and chill to, Stefan's channel, Lush and Salty Aquariums, is the one I love to watch. I love to sit back and watch him and listen to him elegantly display and talk about his aquariums that are truly lush, full of life, full of color. All the contrast between the colors of his fish and the colors of his plants just make everything pop. And I absolutely love and dig watching his channel. So Stefan over at Lush and Salty Aquariums, hit that sub button. So next up is Sean over at Noisy Aquatics. Now, I think he's a relative newcomer when it comes to YouTube within the last 5 or 6 months anyway. But I just absolutely love his energy and enthusiasm that he has for this hobby. It definitely draws you in. He's got this really cool fish barn, I believe he calls it, that he's renovated into a fish room. It looks awesome. I had him on a live stream probably about a month or so ago. I had a great time talking to him. And I highly recommend you go check out his channel and hit that sub button for him because, yeah, I think you'll be energized by his energy as well. So next up is Scott over at Raisin Fishes. Now, Scott not too long ago sent me some rice fish eggs through the mail. It was quite a cool experience trying to hatch those out, and I'm growing them out now. So you'll see more of that in the future videos. But as far as Scott's channel, I really love his enthusiasm as well. I love that he's really gotten into the dirted tank side of the hobby, but yet he still loves his cichlids. He has an Oscar tank and some bigger cichlids with them. And he's got everything in between planted tanks. He's doing some DIY projects. He's building a big outdoor tub on wheels. As I'm watching it now, he just put in the substrate. So make sure you go check out Scott's channel and give him a sub because he's really got some cool things in store. And I really like to see where his channel is going. So the last one on the list of the video only side, that's my good old buddy Chris from over at Stubbs Aquatics. I kind of refer to him, I never told him this, I don't think, but is my brother from another mother over in Canada. Now, Chris is such a great guy. He's probably one of the closest people I've gotten to within the YouTube hobby, and I absolutely love his channel. If you're into the outdoor ponds, like, oh my gosh, he has some of the coolest koi ponds outside in his backyard. So you definitely want to check that out, but he still loves planted tanks. He's big into barbs and his Shabunkin line, which he calls the Stabunkins. So I highly recommend you check out Chris's channel. There are so many cool things within it. You will not be disappointed. Did I mention he's got a really cool indoor pond too? Check out Stubbs Aquatics. So now we're going to move on to that live streaming category that I talked about earlier. Now these are going to be creators that they may make videos on top of it. They may make shorts and stuff on top of it. But they're primarily known, in my opinion, right now as being live streamers. So, but before we get to that first streamer, let's talk about first this video. Is this something that interests you? Do you like hearing and seeing about other channels maybe you didn't know about? If you do and you are a creator, I challenge you and highly recommend maybe do the same. Now, you don't have to do a video necessarily if you don't want to go out there and promote other channels, but maybe make a post. Make a post and list a few channels that you maybe absolutely love watching that maybe others may not know about, and help promote other people out there, other creators out there in this community. I think we are the backbone of this fish tube industry. Yes, the big guys are out there and that's who many people watch, but there are so many of us out there of these smaller channels. We need to all support each other. So I challenge you guys to do that. But first, The first creator I'm going to talk about in the live streaming category is Jim over at Happy Place Aquatics. Now, I absolutely love watching his live streams. He is such a down-to-earth guy, but yet he don't take no bull. And I really love it. And I love his motto and thinking of really, it's your hobby, do it the way you want to. And I absolutely love that about him. I was a guest on one of his live streams once, and I absolutely love watching them. So make sure you check out Jim's channel over at Happy Place Aquatics. So next up is Jorge over at Mexicali Fishkeeper. Now, what can I say about Jorge? He is the epitome of really giving back to this fish tube community. On his live streams, he typically brings in channels that are smaller, that aren't as well known, to help promote them. I absolutely love that. I love that he's been doing a series now that he just started called The Plug, where he's doing something similar with this, where he's showing some of these lesser known channels that you may not know about to help promote them and help spread the word in this community. And I absolutely love that about Jorge. I love his interview style. Like he said, he's not really interviews, they're conversations. And I kind of look at that a little bit in my live streams because I really like that way of doing it. I really love to try to get to know the people like he does. And I think he does a lot of great things for this community of ours. So make sure you go over to Mexicali Fishkeeper and subscribe to his channel. Jorge, thanks for what you do for the community. Next up is Kyle over at Inside Out Aquatics. Now, he does 2 live streams a week typically. His first one is usually on Wednesdays during the day. And I try to catch them whenever I'm not at work or on replay if I can. He has a lot of cool talking points within this live stream, talks about himself and the hobby and everything along with it. It's very enjoyable. Also, he has created these really cool stickers called Fish Room Punk stickers, which is almost, I don't know, a take on almost a Garbage Pail Kid. I almost think of them as. They're very cool. Highly recommend you go check that out. And then he also does a live stream on Saturday nights typically, and he does those also with Branton Lightcap. Now, he's another one up there to check out his channel. Those 2 co-host that one on Saturday nights. They bring in guests usually, and they like to premiere and talk about more, I think, about the fish breeders and the fish industry within like the Chicago, Milwaukee, Wisconsin area. And I find that to be very cool to be able to help support that part of our hobby. So thank you guys for what you do, and make sure you sub to their channels. All right, so the last creator on my list for today is the one that requested these Christmas lights, and that is Jesse over Salient Aquatics. He's another friend that I made within this hobby. He asked me to put up Christmas lights. He's a member of my channel, and of course you're going to accommodate your members, and that's why I did all this. Now, Jesse has a very cool channel. He used to make lots of videos. He's kind of transitioned over into the live streaming on Tuesday nights and Saturday mornings. It's a treat to be able to watch them when I get a chance. Otherwise, like most all the other live streams, I try to catch them on replays. And I really like what he does. I love his enthusiasm and his stick as well. I kind of have a feeling he might have been the class clown in school. He moved his entire fish room into his garage. He has so many different types of tanks and different type of fish. I highly recommend go check out Jesse and give him a sub. Well, that being said, we're going to pull a Clark Griswold here and try to plug this all in, and we're going to see if it works. Well, look at that. It worked. All right. So you happy, Jesse? I put up some Christmas lights for you. Now, I just want to say all these channels that I talked about today, every single one of them, I'll have in the description of this video for you guys to click on and subscribe to these channels if you have not subscribed to them already. I just want to say thank you very much to everybody for all the support I have gotten, not only this year, but the entire time I've been on this YouTube platform. I appreciate you all immensely. And like I said before, I challenge you. If you're some type of creator, I challenge you to support other hobbyists of our level and throw a few channels out there that people may not know about. And maybe it'll help us find other channels that have the like-minded passion as we all do. Like I said, I really believe that us smaller channels are the backbone of this community, of this YouTube community, and we really should support each other and go out there, throw a few names out through channels out there and help us all support each other. And with that being said, like I said, make sure you go subscribe to those channels. And always remember to think outside the box, take a step back into nature. Hope to see you next time here at Patty's Aquatics.